Hello, so my name is A'ley and I am the owner of A'ley Skincare. I started my company sometime last year. I have a little bit of a background in marketing and advertising. I took a 6 months program in skincare, an online course. There's so many amazing ones, so you need to pick the right one when you're about to start your company. One of the things that I think that really helped my brand is because, like I said, I do have a bit of a marketing background. So when I started my company, I put that into consideration when I was working out everything about it, from the color to the fonts to every part of the design of the Instagram page, design of the package bags, everything about it was put into consideration. And I think that's one of the things that lots of companies need to really spend their time planning. Because for me personally, I wanted to create a brand that if I saw it tomorrow, because at the end of the day, I am a potential client to some companies, you're a potential client to another company, so you need to put it into consideration. Is this a company that if I was to see tomorrow, if it wasn't my company, if I was to just run into this page on Instagram, are they going to be able to convince me to actually purchase their product? Am I going to be able to trust the brand to actually recommend them to others or purchase from them? So when I was starting off my company, I had to put all that into consideration. I had to think, what's the kind of company that I would see and I would want to be a part of? I would want to recommend, I would want to try their products, I would want to tell people about them, I would want to follow them immediately and support whatever they're doing. So that's part of the things I put into consideration. I thought about myself, my pay grade, my interests, my likes. You've got to think into all that aspects about your clients. What kind of job does your client work in? What kind of movies would they like to see? What kind of restaurants would they like to eat at? So you know how to communicate with them properly. So when you're speaking a certain language, it's a kind of language that would attract them. Because there are clients who prefer a more sophisticated tone, and then there are those who prefer a more fun tone. And then there are those who actually prefer a more free tone. So you need to know what kind of message your brand is passing, and the message comes in different ways. It comes from the color scheme, like I said. It comes from the font you use for your logo. It comes from the kind of aesthetics your page has. It comes from everything. So you've got to think about all of that when you're working out your brand. It also comes from the links you have, the people posting your brand, the website design. And for me personally, I did not create a website. And I didn't create a website because of Twenty8. They're an online retail platform, and it's amazing because I thought about everything. First of all, they're a brand that's situated internationally. My company is located in Nigeria, and so I have been trying to get more of an international client base. And so for me personally, it was a perfect fit. It was not just a perfect fit. Their brand is very classy, very fun, very in tune with what they're doing. And so I felt they would be a perfect fit for me. And not only that, I think it's amazing because for me personally, when I'm promoting my brand, I'm the one promoting my brand. But they help to promote my brand also. So there are a lot of people I might not be able to reach. They're able to promote my brand on my behalf. So I felt it was a win-win situation, and so far I have had a lot of orders with them, and it's amazing because I don't get the whole complaint of online payments, which can be such a hassle for some clients. So I just tell my international clients, go straight to Twenty8. You can purchase and you'll get it immediately. And the best part is it's good because Twenty8 handles all the customer service, all the whole reviews and everything about my brand. They try to make sure my clients are satisfied. So for me, I thought that was amazing. So you need to put that into consideration. Are you starting off on a big scale where you can afford to hire the right people to handle that for you, get the right web design, be able to promote and reach your clients both locally and internationally? And if it's not that you're starting on a budget that can handle all of that, you might want to put your budget on things that would actually help your brand grow, and probably look at alternatives like Twenty8 for your online platform. I went into organic skincare, and the reason why I did that was because I liked the concept of clean, healthy, and natural skincare. And partly because when I started to break out a lot, I had some acne a while ago, and it was because I used chemical products that were actually really bad for my skin. They broke me out completely. I think I posted a before and after picture on my Instagram page. So for me, I went strictly into organic. Organic skincare is basically grown skincare, what nature gives to you. That's basically organic skincare. Now, do I think it's the best? Not in every case, to be honest, because you have products like BP, which are perfect for treating acne skin, and that's pure chemical. You have products like zinc, you have iodine, you have calcium. These are not organic ingredients. But are they bad? No, they're not. They're actually really good. So you have to be able to know about these ingredients. And I think that's where the whole training process comes into. You have to go for the training first. So you don't just go into a market that you're not sure about. Train about it, learn a lot about it, do your research before you actually start producing your products. For that, I think my brand has a research page. We have a learning page, and we have a learning book. So basically in this book, we teach you different things. You go from learning how to make body butters, you learn how to make body scrubs, you learn how to make black soap, you learn how to make body lotions, you learn how to make stretch mark creams, face toners, just basically everything about skincare. We have it in here, and then we teach you about the best type of oils to use for different skin needs and skin types, and the oils to avoid. So our book is available. We have the ebook, we have the hard copy, and then we have our video classes, and we have our one-on-one classes. So the page is actually called A'ley Skincare Learning. That's where you learn, that's where we try to teach you as much as we can about skincare. Another thing that you need to also put into consideration when you're starting your own brand is your budget. Try not to go above your budget. Try not to. For me, when I started off with 3 products. My body scrub, my lip scrub, and my body butter. And I started off with these 3 products. Why? Because I wanted to do it really well. I didn't want to rush into a whole wide range from toners to oils and, body polish and all of that. I just wanted 3 products that were perfectly done and were done really good to my standard. Like I said, because you have to think about yourself. Is this something I'm going to be willing to pay 10,000 naira to buy? Am I going to be willing to pay 15,000 naira to buy this? If you're producing something that you know deep in your heart you will not be able to, then you're not thinking long term. Because if you're thinking long term, then you have to be able to make sure your products are really good. Because the thing about skincare is you can market and package and brand it as much as you want, but if the product itself don't do exactly what people expect them to do, then you're going to lose your clients. You're going to have situations where one person buys today, tomorrow they're gone. So you need to be able to make sure when you're start off with what you know. Start off with what you can tell this is good. Because the thing about skincare is it runs based on reviews. Because I can use something now, and if it's bad on me, I'm not going to advise the next person to use it. I'm going to say, oh, be careful, because I used it and I didn't like it. Now that person's going to be like, okay, let me leave it. It's very rare cases where people actually do come back after they don't like your products. But when a product is good, it sells itself. You don't even need to do so much work. It just sells itself. Because I'm using it, I love it. I'm going to tell the next person. The next person is going to tell the next person. And that's how you build loyal customers. So it's not just about the packaging and the branding. It's about making sure your products are actually doing what you claim they will. So that's why it's very important to start off with what you know and make sure you do know what you're doing. Another thing that I think about skincare is you've got to also make sure, your customer service is really important. Make sure you're patient enough to go over what the product does for your consumers. Because the thing about people is they tell you, oh, I want organic skincare, but you have ingredients like kojic, that's an organic ingredient for lightening. It takes at least 4 to 6 weeks before you start to see the really good progress. But then most people would say, oh, I want organic skincare. I want skincare, organic skincare products that are lightening. But then they expect it to work at the same speed as non-organic ingredients, and that's not possible. So when you are making organic skincare ingredients, make sure your clients know the time they're meant to expect to see those changes. Because sometimes people use it for 2 days, 3 days, and then they complain it's not working, and then they stop using it.